Heyo, what's up everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome back to another video. It's Siphon back here again, and in this video we are going through the top 5 loadouts in Modern Warfare 2019. Let's go. These loadouts are for different sort of situations, such as long distance fighting, close-up fighting, for people who prefer silencers. We've got everything. We've got for people who don't like the overkill, so don't like to have a sniper and an AR, for example. People who want to just have one primary weapon and then a pistol. Let's get right into it. This is the first loadout. This is your casual AR and sniper. We've got the M4A1 AX50. We'll go through the perks and the lethals and tacticals first, and then we'll check out the weapons because they're more in depth. Perks, we're having scavenger, so that when you run over dead bodies you pick up ammo so you don't run out of ammo. That's quite useful, especially with a fast loadout like this. Obviously the X50 isn't fast as a sniper, but once we check out the M4A1 you'll understand why. Next we've got overkill, obviously, because it allows you to have both those weapons. And then amped, which allows you to switch faster, which is really useful since we've got two primary weapons, which means this, the weapon swap speed is a lot slower. Anyway, those are the perks. Next, the lethal, we've got Semtex, just stick a grenade, nothing else to it, and a flash grenade. Right, let's start with the M4A1. Here we go. For the barrel, we've got the FSS 14.5 inch tac light. It increases aim down sight speed, however it does decrease bullet velocity, which isn't too much of a problem, it'll be fine. Next we've got the 1mm laser. This is useful because, as I said, this AR is going to be used for like all ARs, short to mid-range fighting. However, it's going to be more directed towards short range. So we've got the 1mm, MW laser. Hip fire accuracy increased, nothing decreased. Right, okay, I don't know what I was going to say after that, sorry. Next, stock, we got the Forge Tech CQS. It increases aim down sight again, lowers aim stability. The aim stability will not be a problem, you'll see why in a second. Next, we've got the stippled grip tape, increases aim down sight speed again. Increases sprint to fire speed, which is really useful because when you are sprinting, and then you stop and try to aim in because you see somebody, it's a lot slower than if you were just walking and then you do it. But this cancels that out because of the sprint to fire speed increase, and again aim stability decreases. And this is where the aim stability increases by quite a lot. It goes it increases more than it originally was, using the tactical foregrip, which increases aim and stability, however decreasing movement speed, which won't be a problem because we've got so much aim down sight speed, it's fine. Right, that's the M4A1. That's this M4, that loadout is the one I use always. It's my main loadout that I use if I'm going to a game and I can't be bothered to upgrade another weapon. That's the loadout I use. Right, next we've got the AX50 Sniper rifle, and then if we go here, we've got the 17-inch factory barrel, which increases aim down sight speed and movement speed. However, it decreases bullet velocity and recoil control. Obviously, recoil control isn't very important with the sniper since you can only take one shot at a time, so that will not be a problem. Tac laser increases aim down sight speed, aim stability, aim walking steadiness. The only con for it is that the laser is visible to enemies when you're aiming down sights. And also, next we've got the stock. Again, increase in aim down sight speed, however aim stability decreases, which isn't a problem since the tac laser increases it, so it's cancelled out. Next we've got the stippled grip tape for the rare grip. Again, increase in aim and down sight speed, sprint to fire speed increase, and aim stability decrease. And sleight of hand, just reload faster because the sniper has got reload speeds. Obviously, if you would like, the way I would change this, if you want to have more ammo, since I do know the AX50 doesn't have too many bullets, it's got 5 I believe per mag. What you can do is get rid of the sleight of hand and put in 9 rounds ammunition or 7 rounds ammunition, however many you want. And let's get on to the next loadout. where we've got a sort of speed rushing loadout, so you're rushing fast for kills basically instead of just like taking it slow. Okay, we got the MP7 as a primary. We've got a tactical suppressor on the muzzle, just to like, keep it quiet in case there's a bunch of people in the room and you don't want all the enemies to know you're there. You kill one, you kill the other, and so on. And basically the problem with this is sound suppression. Obviously you gotta want that. Perfect. But however, it does decrease aim down sight speed and aim walking steadiness, which isn't a problem. It also decreases the damage range, because obviously every suppressor does that, as we would know since if you haven't been playing Call of Duty for a while. However, that is counteracted by the FSS strike barrel, which increases damage range and bullet velocity. However, it decreases aim down sight speed, which we do need to increase. We got the 1 MW laser, increases hip fire accuracy. And we got the aim up reflex sight. It's just a sight, it's a good one, I like it, so I use it. We've got the Commander foregrip, which increases recoil stabilization and aim instability, decreases movement speed. However, what you could do, I have not unlocked this yet, which is why this loadout isn't perfect for me, is if you unlock the stippled grip tape, I would personally switch out the Commander foregrip for the stippled grip tape, just so you can, I don't know if it's stippled or stippled, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but you put that on instead of the Commander foregrip to allow you to counteract the aim down sight speed loss from the reflex sight, the barrel and the muzzle. And then for a sidearm, we've got the 357, which is probably my second favourite pistol in the entire game, not gonna lie. For the barrel, we have got the Silverfield Ordnance 357, increasing damage range, increased bullet velocity, decrease in aim down sight speed, which isn't a problem because it's a pistol, they zoom in fast anyway. Next we got the 1 MW laser, hip fire accuracy. We didn't need a sprinter fire speed, it's a pistol, come on, let's be honest. We got lightweight trigger, since this is like one of the slower pistols when it comes to spam shooting, so this will increase that by quite a bit. If you don't mind how fast the pistol shoots, you could instead go for the heavy duty trigger to do so that it's more stable and there's less recoil. However, that does decrease the fire rate like further than it is originally as well. Next we got stippled grip tape for extra aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed, which is also why I said we didn't really need the other laser here, that 5 MW. And then we got sleight of hand because it is quite a slow reload, since it has to open the wheel and then put in all the bullets. Right. For perks, we've got double time, so we can tactical sprint for longer. Got high alert, which is probably one of my favourite perks when I'm not using two primary weapons, since whenever somebody can see you, for example they're behind you and they can see you, but obviously you can't see them because they're behind you, the edges of your screen start to flash yellow, and you know that there's somebody looking at you from behind or from an angle that you can't see. So that helps you like know if you're being looked at, so you can quickly turn on them and take them out. Next we've got amped, faster weapon swap and reload speed. Obviously you gotta want that. It just speeds up the whole purpose of this loadout, since it is a rushing loadout. Next we got C4. Say there's a room that you can see a window, you chuck C4, blow it up, most of the people die, maybe there's like one or two other people in there. You run in and take them out with MP7. Right, and a flash grenade just to, you know, you gotta have the tacticals. Next we've got a sniper loadout. Obviously I'm not gonna lie, it isn't my favourite sniper loadout in the game. However, I know that people love the Kar 98K and I do as well. I wouldn't pick it as my favourite though. Anyway, we'll start off with the barrel. We've got the Singard Custom 25.1 inch. Increases damage range, bullet velocity, recoil control, decreases aim down sight speed and movement speed. We've got a, for the optic, we've got a sniper scope. because it's a sniper loadout. There's not really another reason for that. It does increase the zoom level a lot, obviously, because it originally doesn't have a scope, or it'll have like an AR sort of scope like that. And again, the aim down sight speed decreases because you're adding a sight to it. Here we've got the STVOL precision combo. Increases aim and stability, decreases aim, walk and movement speed. Got sleight of hand to increase the reload speed. And we got stapled grip tape to counteract the sniper scope by increasing aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. Next we've got a X16 pistol right here. This is my favourite pistol in the game, in front of the 357 that I mentioned before. Right, for the muzzle, sorry. We've got the monolithic suppressor, increases sound suppression, obviously it's a suppressor, and it also increases damage range, decreases aim down sight speed and aim walk steadiness. Not a problem, it's a pistol, it's fast anyway. Barrel got Vanguard Elite, exactly the same things as the suppressor. Basically the point of this loadout for the pistol was to make it stronger and do more damage at longer ranges, since obviously you're going to be using a sniper, but say your sniper runs out of ammo, for example, and the enemy's coming towards you but they're still quite a distance away, you can put out your pistol. Next we got the tack laser. Counteracts aim down sight speed, aim and stability, and aim walk and steadiness by increasing them. Obviously the only con is enemies can see your laser. Optic GI mini reflex, as the suppressor I did find to get in the way of when you're trying to aim in. You can't really see exactly what you're aiming at. This just puts your vision above the suppressor so you can actually see what you're doing. And we just got the 17 round mags in there just so we can like use the pistol for longer without having to reload, which obviously can get you killed if you have to reload. Next for perks we got double time, so we can tactical sprint for longer. Got high alert again, so we can tell if somebody's looking at us whilst we're not. And amped for faster weapon swap. Next we got, for lethal, we got Molotov cocktail. I know most of you are going to hate this, because I know I do when people use these, but because I hate it, that means that it's a good thing to use. So I have got it on this loadout. It's a stim shot, so that if you're low on health, you can get back up to 100, and it's extra important when, say, somebody has frangible wounding, I believe it's called, as a perk, which basically it keeps you on low health for longer when you get shot by their bullets, if that makes any sense. Anyway, next we've got my favourite sniper loadout in my opinion. We've got the AX50 and the P90. On the AX50, it's pretty much the same. It's exactly the same really as the AX50 from before. We've got the 17-inch factory barrel, the tack laser, single arms assassin, stapled grip tape, and then instead of the sleight of hand perk, we do have the 9 round mags, since I don't really think we need to reload as fast, since we do have the P90 this time around. On the P90 we've got a 1 MW laser. We've got a forged tac CQB which increases aim down sight speed, decreases aim stability, the laser hip fire accuracy, as you know. On the underbarrel we've got granulated grip tape, which increases aim stability but decreases movement speed, and on the back rear grip we've got increasing aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. The reason I had the granulated grip on the underbarrel is because it increases aiming stability, which this one decreases, so they counteract each other. And then for the perk we've got heavy hitter, which is just like if somebody's up close to you, obviously you've got a sniper or this weapon, you don't really have anything else, so say you run out of ammo on your P90, it'll do more damage with the melee, which means that you'll probably kill them instantly. Next perks we got the scavenger, and which you know what it does, resupply ammo from dead bodies. Overkill, so we can use 2 primary weapons, and amped. We've got a throwing knife and a heartbeat sensor, so we can tell where people are, if they're close to us or further away. And then the final loadout, this is more based on this season's battle pass, because you do have to get the battle pass to unlock this version of the MP7. It's the Bengal, can't say that, blueprint, but it's a legendary blueprint which increases accuracy, range and control by quite a lot, but decreases mobility, which isn't too much of a problem in SMG. I won't really need to have to go through these attachments, because if you have the battle pass and you unlock the weapon, you'll have these exact attachments on the blueprint. But the AX50 this time around has got the exact same things: single arms, a stapled grip tape, 9-round mags, 17-inch battery barrel. I have gotten rid of the laser because the whole point of this loadout is to be silent, which is why also we got monolithic suppressor for sound suppression and increased damage range. The whole point of this loadout is to be silent. That's why both the weapons have got silencers, and it's quite fast-paced loadout because of the MP7, of course. We've got double time to increase tactical sprint. We've got overkill to what's it called? To have two primary weapons. I don't know why I thought about that, so I'm sorry guys. And we've got battle hardened in case you get flash stunned, or an EMP goes off near you, or like gases, somebody throws a gas grenade. It reduces the strength, so the flash won't completely blind, you can still see what you're doing, and also it makes you immune to snapshot grenades, so enemies can't tell where you are. We're using a Semtex as a lethal and a flash grenade as a tactical grenade. Anyway, that's it for this video guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Come back for another video another day. I might be playing some game. This is a new type of video. I hope you guys enjoy this type of content. If you do, please smash the like button. See you in another one. Peace out. With